Roll! Escape! My bag, please! Yes! That's... Yes! I just have to...
Hi, it's Zabo975 and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox, and this is handling the bibberbang area really easily. Now there's multiple ways of doing it really easily. One of the easiest ways is to get Glut to come in there, just have him go on his own, because the mushrooms won't explode with him running around and he can collect everything and come back out. I prefer this method, which is go up on the high path, go all the way around, use Mage Hand and pick up the Noble Stalk and move it out of there. Now the important thing is to not throw it, because if you throw it damages it and it disappears. You have to move it, which is annoying, but it effectively the animation is exactly the same, so it kind of should be exactly the same. But yeah, I use Lizelle to come up this path. I'm looking for the there's a ring up here for the Explorer, and you can find that, and yeah, just using that search thing, and yeah, it's a bit, I should really turn my brightness up for this bit because it is really dark, but there we go. There's the Noble Stalk, and yeah, so there's a magic ring, there's a chest, and it's the Explorer's ring I think you get up here, which is, there we go, there's the body. Yeah, the Explorer's ring, which is just, I think, extra on survival skill checks. It's one of those passive out of combat rings they're okay, but like remembering to take them off and on before combat is such a pain in the butt. They kind of lose their usefulness, and like I say, so you want to move it, not throw it, even though moving it is exactly the same animation, and yeah, but if you throw it damages it, if you move it, it doesn't damage it. It's kind of weird, but there we go. But yeah, if you want to, the best, probably the more, I don't know if you, well, you don't need to, but you can go into turn-based mode to do this with less pressure on you and time constraint if you're worried. But it's not that far you have to go. It can be quite fiddly at times, but it's not that difficult to maneuver through the bibberbang field and out. Then I blow everything up, because why not? Once the Noble Stalk's safe, everything else can get blown up and not die. And then I go about claiming the chest, because there's a chest buried in the corner as well, so this pretty much clears out everything. Yeah, but yeah, now the hound's gone. There we go, just move Nipsy up, pick up the Noble Stalk. I'm going to get Shadowheart to eat it, and then yeah, it is what it is. This area is, there's nothing difficult about this area, but a lot of people for some reason mess up this area, and I don't know why, because there's nothing difficult in doing it. It can be fiddly. Like I say, it's easy enough to pick a throw by accident and destroy it. But the easiest way is Glut. Glut can just move through the fields completely. The mushrooms don't respond to him at all. And there's also a magic item you can get off the lead of the Sovereign, which will allow you to come in here freely. But that's a really bizarre whole other way of doing it that you don't really want to go into, because it's kind of weird. But once you've rescued everything you want to, just blow the whole field up. It's not a problem. Once the explosion starts, it's never stopping. And yeah, the bibberbang field is quite, yeah, you don't want to get caught in that. It's one of those areas that's like, it's not difficult, it's not challenging, it's just, yeah, it's just a bit of fun, and it's an easy enough area. And like I say, my preferred method is using Mage Hand, and I do like this walkway up here because it's pretty cool, and the fact you can go all the way around, there's the skeleton. And yeah, any ring that gives you passive abilities is not a bad magic item. It's just ultimately replaced by more powerful magic items later on. You know, those passive magic items that give you abilities and stuff. You can get a decent buff out of some of them, and they're good for characters with low skill points or not many skill points. But ultimately, on the odd +1 here and +1 there is not that much of an advantage as you go up levels. As you know, a ring that gives you extra damage, or a ring that gives you an extra saving throw, or stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, in the D&D campaign I've been playing on a Wednesday night, those sort of magic items would be a huge magic item, because my DM's against giving people magic items. Yeah, by the campaign's end, I think I've got a +1 rapier, the Hat of Wizardry, Loot of Illusion, and Ring of Protection. I have big headline magic items. I do have 2 wands of Magic Missile, but yeah, well, my shotguns as I use them, because let's face it, Magic Missile is incredibly useful, and yeah, I do a lot of blasting Magic Missile at things. So anyway, yeah, this is a good way of clearing out this area. I might include in the description that this is a bit of a guide to the bibberbang area, but if you're not just watching it for the bibberbang area, this is episode 19, I think, of my playthrough, which is my honor mode playthrough with my D&D character for my Wednesday night campaign, or as close as I can do to her currently in Baldur's Gate 3, because Nipsy in my D&D campaign is very much uses Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade a lot more than Nipsy can do in honor mode on Baldur's Gate. Because I'm not using the mods. I can mod up and add the ability for her to be able to use that, but I haven't. Yeah, so there we go. That's the bibberbang area, absolutely and utterly done easily. Let me know in the comments down below if you found any other really cheesy and easy ways of doing it. Like I say, the glut method, obviously, because you can just walk through there freely, and the item you can get from the sovereign, so you can walk in there freely, are the 2 best methods. But if you haven't got them, I think this is the easiest method, using the mage hands. And for those of you who don't know, you can get Shadowheart to feed her the Noble Stalk, which gives you then a character that you meet much later in Act 3. I'm not really that worried about unlocking too much. Well, I'm not romancing Shadowheart this playthrough, but I still want to get into a place where I can push her to be a goody two shoes version of herself rather than her dark version of herself. But that's because I'm doing this on a mode playthrough as a good run through. Yeah, I need to do a playthrough where I'm the Dark Urge and do really statistically evil things. At some point in the future I will do that, but for now I'm just having fun doing an honor mode playthrough. It's ironic that all the mods are coming out and I'm really enjoying all the mods, but the one playthrough I'm doing for YouTube is a strict honor mode with no mods. But that's the way it goes. Also, I've got a footage coming up of an area that you might not know about. It's a little bit off the beaten track, and yeah, I don't think it's one of those places that everyone would have found. Yeah, certainly it's one of those ones that's quite easy to miss. There's nothing amazing, it's just a chest and a little area, but like, because of the way it's just pushed off to the side and it's a big jump to get up there, some people may have missed it. So I thought I'd leave that in. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you're getting on with the series, and if you're enjoying watching it. I'm more making this for myself than anyone else. This is just so I can, record what I get up to in this game. And yeah, it's always fun to make videos of me playing games that go back to years later, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, it's nice to just even now, it's nice watching back some of my old Call of Duty videos from 10 years ago and remembering it was 10 years ago I was playing Black Ops 2. But yeah, up here, the crystal kind of gives it away that there's an area, the chasm creeper, because you can pick them up. And like I say, it is a decent jump, so yeah, it's a good old leap to get up there, or a misty step to get up there. And yeah, I think some people may have missed this place. Like, just saying, it's not the easiest find. And anyway, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Like I say, it's nothing amazingly exciting. It is just a chest. but yeah, you get an inspiration out of it as well. So yeah, always good for a bit of inspiration and extra XP, and always good to make a character jump further than they can and smack themselves with some hit points. But anyway, that's pretty much the Underdark done for me. So in episode 20 we might see some daylight again as I go back and do the easy bits in Act 1. That's all. Thanks for watching.